Hey, what's happening, everybody? DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay, coming at you with a whole new experience. DJ Ron's reaction analysis. Have you been waiting for new music but not knowing exactly what you was waiting for? Well, every week I plan to give you 5 to 10 songs that just dropped, and you can take a chance to take a listen to it, react with me. You know what I mean? We're going to not analyze it if there's really something to say, and we're going to move from there. This is one of the first installments. Actually, I believe this is episode 3. I lost count, but I want to keep this separate from the Flow Improve series, which is hip hop analysis, right? We're talking about classic joints. In reaction analysis, we're looking for new classic joints. You understand what I'm saying? Plus, we're just looking to see what's hot and what's not. All right. So look, I invite you to take this journey with me. Understanding this particular one, I had it already lined up to whereas it'll be a full episode, but one of the videos got copyrighted. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Nims, New Jack on the Block, and Lotto. You know what I mean? Song's pretty cool though. You know what I'm saying? But again, because of YouTube, it's copyrighted, so I won't be including on here. So I had to go back, re-edit. So you may get this video a little later than usual, but the goal is to get it out every Wednesday, 12 o'clock West Coast time. See you there. Check and look at it. Reaction analysis. Take care. As always, God bless.
I represent the Yay area.
They say we was ahead of our time. Quiet as it's kept, they say the streets wasn't wrecked yet. But now did we fret? Nope. That just made us come much, much doper. The distributors dissed us. They say the vulgar language was way too vicious. Man, they was way out of line for that. They took in all these rappers that was hella whack. Now folks, would you pop to this? Pertaining to the clique having the gift to spit. You got to be original, man, with heck a gang. You can't be lame. What is a rap without the slang? With your lip, with your vision. Take the tape into the room and then listen. While your palms get to sweating with tension. Yeah, check this part out though. Look here, yeah.
DjRon, represent the Yay area.
DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay. And because I'm from the Bay, I have to come at you once again just to come and represent that good music, that timeless music, and everything else. One thing about the music, though, of today is that it's hard to find the great music in between all the different drops from all different regions, right? So we're not just concentrating on the Bay Area. We're talking about around the country and abroad. But for the time being, we're going to stay right here in the country. Got new music today coming from Lotto, featuring a guy that I never heard of before. Got music coming today from classic artists such as Spice One. And, y'all just kick back and relax and see what else we got in store, all right? In the meantime, between time, I want to ask you to like the video, because who doesn't like to know what new music has just dropped, right? And or see the videos if they have them. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that you comment, though. What's some other new joints that's out there? Some new songs that you want to be highlighted, you know what I mean, that you want a reaction analysis to, you know what I mean? And yes, I made up that word, reaction analysis, because that's what you're going to get today. It's going to be my reaction and analysis, whatever, you know what I mean? Songs I've never heard before. Keep in mind, I haven't heard them yet. Just collected a few new ones. We're going to debut them here for a lot of people. And some of y'all might have heard already. Shout out to you for being on top of the game, you know what I mean? But the key to it all, the classic DJ from the Bay is looking for classics that's going to be played not only in the Bay, but all over the place. Speaking of the Bay, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for putting California back on the map, putting the eye back on the West Coast. And if you know anything about the West Coast, you know the Bay has always had a lot to say. You know what I mean? Me, myself, growing up with hip-hop music, you understand what I'm saying? Love the New York movement that they started back in the year that I was born, 1973. But then not only that, once the Bay got up to it, 88, 89, the Mac Dre's and the Pooh Man and stuff like that, and of course Short Dog, the legend, you know what I mean? We've been rocking and rolling ever since then. Things kind of died off a little bit when Pac and Biggie died, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? But just to let you know that the West is back, though, and you know what I mean? And we got love for everywhere else as well. So look, going to go ahead and get into it. As I mentioned, like, comment, and subscribe. And I got to deal with the most recent subscribers that have come to the page. Shout out to all y'all been supporting the movement. You know what I mean? I started off doing this with no views, no subscriptions at all. Now, as of today, I believe we're over 1,700. The goal is to get to 5,200, though, by July 5th, 1973. Excuse me, July 5th, 2025. Why is July 5th? Well, that's my birthday and Mac Dre's birthday too. The aforementioned Mac Dre, I should say. You know what I mean? So, you know, in order to get to the moon, you got to the stars at least. You got to reach for the moon. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. We're gonna aim high and we're gonna land when we land. You understand what I'm saying? But those recent subscribers are Mr. Danny Chavez. Shout out to you, man. I sent you a subscription as well. I appreciate you to follow, and definitely, you know, I appreciate all that y'all doing out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to D Jackson. Also added you as one on my subscriptions list. You know what I mean? Looking forward to seeing what you got going on. And then to Doobie or either Dubai. It could go either way. You know what I mean? Knowing it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we're in the United States, it might mean Doobie, but it's spelled D-U-B-I. Shout out to you as well. Sent your subscription. But then not only that, got to go to the supportive subscribers. You know what I mean? So we're going to start that off with, well, first of all, supportive is those who are in the comment section, who are saying a little something about whatever video that they saw or whatnot. You know what I mean? That's called support, y'all. Especially when you're up and coming. We appreciate any and every support that we can get. But these are the three that I chosen to highlight today. So shout out to Mo Better. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. You had something to say or whatnot. And, you know, I appreciate that. Also, Travis Maxwell. Shout out to Travis Maxwell. Now, people that's been watching these videos, you know I usually only do 2, but I got to get a shout out to Gen X, though. I got to send her a shout out, too. You know what I mean? Because, you know, DJ Ron love the ladies. You understand what I'm saying? And there's some ladies that love DJ Ron, too. So, look, without any further ado, though, we're going to go ahead and get started. We done dealt with the preliminaries and everything. But, again, Floor and Proof, Reaction Analysis. We're dealing with the new joints that's coming out. And I got to send a shout out to one of my best supporters, Mr. The producer. Great music, you know what I'm saying? Some timeless content. I'll be glad when he get his channel up and going, you know what I mean? He be doing his thing. But Lee McClendon, sending him a shout out, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's people that's behind the scenes that help out with a lot of this stuff. You get what I'm saying? So gotta give a shout out to them. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into the first video, y'all. The first song is called Belts to Butts. And we got a video for it. This is Mr. F.A.B, straight out of Oakland, California. And you know, we're going to see what F.A.B talking about. He always got something to say. I got a chance to meet Mr. F.A.B the day before my son first went off to college. He went across the country to the other side of the country to go to college. He wanted to stop by at Mr. F.A.B's Dope Era Shop in Oakland, California. Make sure y'all go through, cop some dope gear. You know what I mean? And I would say dope because, again, it's a dope era. You seen Snoop and them rocking, seen basketball players and everybody rocking. Everybody loved Mr. F.A.B, and I love the fact that he was able to encourage my son and took the boots to the outer lace and just, you know, tied the knot just a little bit tighter. You know what I mean? Letting me know the school was definitely the way to go. So here we go. Mr. F.A.B, the title of Belts to Butts is saying, you know, this is what parents need to do to their kids. I don't know, you know what I mean? And we can't always read a book by the cover, but let's see what Mr. F.A.B got to say.
Stand pat, hey man, I ain't gotta be 1,000 deep to still be me, bro. Solo, baby. Lolo. Still him, Jim.
The Maybach. Boy got whips. Here we go.
Yeah. Pull up in that Maybach truck.
Yeah.
Nigga acting tough, I'll take your bucks. Send a hoe home if she ain't gon' fuck. She got her legs on my shoulders with her ankles up. Beat the paint off a nigga, get your Mako scuffed. They know we birthday ballin' with this cake on us. Don't want no smoke, but if a nigga try and bank on us, they gon' think we from Toronto with these drakes on us. Another money tall, baby, super lank on bucks. And too solid for the foo-foo, can't fake on us. With a diamond test that ain't nothing fake on us. Ain't no need a totem stick if you ain't gon' bust. Hey, I been rockin' to the neck, to the self, and the cut. Beating these niggas, putting belts to they butts. Never rode a Maybach, how you felt in the truck? Stacking, never lacking, watch my wealth glow up. Hey, brothers only, I ain't rockin' with no homie. I don't use that word brother lightly, these niggas be phony. If I ain't out with them, I'm probably rockin' to the lonely. Neighborhood superstar, all the bobbers, they be on me. Had a good day, yep, I think I made a little 2 bands. If for 2K, ballin' like it's 2K. I can't mess with no broad if she ain't going 2 ways. Yeah, that Addy had her up, she ain't slept in 2 days. It's the airway, baby, I don't need a new phrase. I hit Reggie on the celly when I need some new J's. OC in the skybox, I call a few plays. Run the route right, I guaranteed I could get you paid. If you disrespect the air guy, I could get you laid. Red snapper with the blabber clapper, fish a food fillet. Baby said what's on my mind, I said head to pay. And some brand new kicks, I'ma push Lupe. Hey, I been rockin' to the neck, to the self, and the cut. Beating these niggas, putting belts to they butts. Never rode a Maybach, how you felt in the truck? Stacking, never lacking, watch my wealth glow up. Hey, brothers only, I ain't rockin' with no homie. I don't use that word brother lightly, these niggas be phony. lonely. If I ain't out with Unc, I'm probably rocking to the lonely. Neighborhood superstar, all the boppers, they be on me.
Shout out F.A.B, man. Shout out Mr. F.A.B. Again, I say, to know Mr. F.A.B is 11, you know what I mean? And he probably does keep a small circle around him and everything else. But the boy, you know what I mean? He definitely be on a positive. But as you can see, you know, I guess it's just the way of life. Let me preempt what I was about to say by saying this. I'm not one that condones violence, but I do understand that it, you know, sometimes situations come around where, you know, you have to resort to it. You understand what I'm saying? Thus the line, you know, that you would think we're from Toronto to where you got them Drakes, you know what I mean? Just to handle their business. And well, I almost told a story, but I don't want to go that far though. But just know this store right here, Northside Market, in his neighborhood on the corner of 45th and Market. F.A.B don't know me, but like I said, he probably don't remember me like that. My son talks to him every time he touches down in California. But I just say to F.A.B that, you know, some of my cousins who grew up around there, you know, shout out Dante, shout out Lil Kevin, and his sister Shakai and them, you know what I mean? So not only that, I think it's fitting that they got a mural because he's representing their neighborhood, and, you know, I give the kids somebody to look up to. The man said he make 2 bands in a day is a pretty good day. You know what I mean? I would love to get to that level. You know what I mean? On a legit tip, on a legit hype. I mean, like this brother right here. I already talked about the Dope Era store, dropping good music. Make sure you go check out his album, Robby, which was dope. You understand what I'm saying? And he dropped the album before that, but before I could even do the review on it, I had it lined up on my list. Before I could do the review, he had already dropped Moppy. So, again, I did the review on that. Last thing I'm going to say about Mr. F.A.B, though, is let me know, bro. I have a video. I plan to drop a lyric video of this song because, like I said, I just gave you a couple of lines on what he said, but Mr. F.A.B always has something to say. You know what I mean? So, again, shout out to Mr. F.A.B. I'm going to get that video. I'm going to get this video. What am I going to get this video? I'm going to give him a 9 on the beat, you know what I'm saying, and a 9.5 on the flow. You understand what I'm saying? 9.5 on the flow, you know, mellow, more of a theme type song, you know what I mean? It's not something to get hyphy to and everything else, but that's right. Mr. F.A.B in all kind of pockets. And I mean, musically, you know what I'm saying? He could take it up tempo, he could slow it down, but he always got something to say. All right, so here we go. We're going to jump to the next video, Stand on the West Coast, and why this is the order that these videos came to me. It's no favoritism or nothing, just because I'm from the West Coast, has nothing to do with it, although it may seem that way. But this next video was something I came across on the list, and guess what? The man has he has a video as well. So here I'm going to say this to preempt. The brother's name is J Diggs out of Vallejo, California. I've never listened to a song by J Diggs that I knew I was listening to it. Like, let me listen to some J Diggs. And that's no slight against him. If he was on Rompilation, I probably heard a song. You know what I'm saying? And again, one of the reasons why I do these videos is the same reason why I never listen to a J Diggs song. The Bay Area has so much music out there that was so hard to catch up. This is what I know about J Diggs. J Diggs got a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of love in the Bay Area. So, you know, to see he dropped a new song, I personally said, this is my opportunity, this is my chance to take a listen to see what he got. So here we go, y'all. This one is by J Diggs. It's called Cash Doll. Directed and shot by Chris Big Al. Good job. This is the famous on the coast. It's in California.
My daddy from the Ville, yeah, that's Millersville. My mama from the Crest, boy, this shit is real. Got family in the West and they with it still. And if they get the call about Jamal, they gon' really kill. I just pray to God he keep him off me. I will surely kill a man, he think to cross me. You will never understand what I'm up against. I kick some ass, do the dash and jump a fence. I got a chronic problem, I'm an outpatient. Chasing suckers off the street while you clout chasing. Snitches see me coming, they about facing. They know I'ma get right on their head, and that's without waiting. Gang, nothing change, all we know is win. Every nigga around me hit the pin and there go again. Tell you to your face how I feel, I can't hold it in. Catch him in my lane, hit his frame like a bowling pin. Mask on face with my branding on it. 36 waist, got this cannon on it. Shot up in the place, started tandem on it. Kicked him in his face and started standing on it. Heard a nigga broke, he took a bad fall. Gave your head start, past y'all. I don't care what you think, I ain't asked y'all. I just want a bitch that's on the shit, I need a cash dog. Blue cookies in my bookie bag. Had to shake the punk bitch, she can't cook, plus her pussy trash. She in the streets, got me looking bad. She in another nigga face, eat the cake with your looking ass. Bro, she playing with your money, better take it from her. Same bitch you been fucking, eyes breaking on her. She don't want the square life, why you hating on her? She gon' leave you for a real nigga, I be waiting on her. And I'ma teach her shit that only dids would know. And she gon' do some shit she never did before. I tell her get dressed, you bout to catch a flight, we going to Cabo. A go-getter, that means she gon' go wherever I go. She really tryna get to some cash, why you tryna fuck? So I'ma run her to a bag and we gon' run it up. You ain't knowing what you had, you been fucking up. I asked her what you did, she just said that you ain't done enough. Mask on face with my branding on it. 36 waist, got this cannon on it. Shot up in the place, started tandem on it. Kicked him in his face and started standing on it. Heard the nigga broke, he took a bad fall. Gave you a head start, blast y'all. I don't care what you think, I ain't asked y'all. I just want a bitch that's on the shit, I need a cash dog.
First thing I'm gonna say about this video is I love the fact that he did not feature Kash Doll on there, because that's really what I thought it was gonna be. I thought she was gonna come in and rap it. No knock against her, but you know, I appreciate the name though. You know what I mean? I guess Kash Doll is like a sugar mama, or more important, a doll, my girl that's gonna come to me and add to me. I think that's what he's talking about. That's what I picked up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them though, the cleanest cowboys I've never seen. You know what I mean? They out there rocking Gucci and MCM or whatnot. If you don't know about the old school MCM, then I blame your parents. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not of age, you don't know what that is. Because J Diggs is like Mac Dre. You know, he's following those footsteps. So he got a lot of younger fans out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you don't know about MCM, either Google it for yourself or ask your parents. You know what I mean? Why y'all tell me about the MCM? But all in all, though, I gave the song I gave it a 9.0 on the beat. Speaking of the beat, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you have your speakers turned up. You know what I mean? If you're at the house, turn the sound bar on or whatnot. As for me, I got a concert going on over here, so I'm hearing this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hearing this. And that 808 drum is drumming. I mean, so yeah, 9 on the beat. You get what I'm saying? Also, if you got your headphones on, you know, you might want to upgrade to some beat. Now, look at me talking. I ain't never had no beat headphones in my lifetime. But make sure you got some headphones that sound good. You get what I'm saying? If you're riding your whip, man, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Road tripping or whatnot. Something to listen to. This right here is one of them songs. If I'm DJing, I play it early. You know what I mean? I have it on early, setting the tone, setting the mood. You know what I'm saying? That's in the bay though. Right? You know what I mean? Other than that, it's still a cool joint though. It's something to ride to. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make sure I add that to my collection. So I almost jumped right into the next video. Well, I'm about to jump right into the next video. So we're going to do something new. We're going to take it to the East Coast. You know what I mean? One of the forefathers of rap, definitely top 10 for the 80s. And he's still making music. You know what I'm saying? He's still making music. Shout out to Nas as well. Nas is on here. Came out in 94, I believe, when he dropped his first album. Wasn't a big fan of Illmatic, though. You know, I know Nas fans going to be mad at me. There's a good reason for that. So make sure you check out my video. Where, matter of fact, that's what it starts out saying. Nas fans gonna be mad at me, but it's one of the Floor Improved videos where we took Life's a Bitch by Nas. Then I showed the song that the Bay Area had with the same beat, called Giants vs. Giants by Ascari X. You understand what I'm saying? So I put the link in the description. Make sure y'all take a listen to that, and you'll understand. You know, y'all tell me what song y'all like better. Nas had a little something to say, and AZ always got something to say. Probably the most underrated rapper on the East Coast. On the East Coast, he may be the most underrated rapper, maybe in the whole rap game. I don't know yet. It's between him and Sebo. You know what I'm saying? As far as underrated rappers, feel me? But we're gonna see what they talking about. Again, first time listening to it, and they got some lyrics on here too. So if he's really saying something, as Slick Rick is known, he's one of the top storytellers in the game. If he's saying something, then we're gonna go back and we're gonna analyze the lyrics. But in the meantime, between time, let's check out Document with the lyrics playing in the background as we go. Before we get into the next video, can't forget a few of the lines he dropped in there. He gave us Vallejo credentials in the beginning. He said his daddy was born in Millersville, which is like the middle of Vallejo, If it was Richmond, you know, we call it Central Richmond. They call it Middleville or Millersville. You know what I'm saying? That's the middle part of, you know what I mean? It might be an actual neighborhood called Millersville, but I do know it's located in what would be Central Vallejo. All right. And then he said he knocked like a bowling pin and something about the frame or whatnot. I have to listen to it again. You know what I mean? But here's one thing that I wanted to know. The boy said he keep a player. If she want to go, she could be gone. You understand what I'm saying? But then if it's your girl, if she want to leave from you, then, you know, I'm going to be waiting on, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be waiting, though. This is wise, though. This is wise. And how long do you wait is up to you. I don't know. Because think about it, she might break up with him, but he's not done with her. You know what I mean? And a lot of these cats be acting like they got a ring and a ball and chain on their finger, You get what I'm saying? I just seen a lot of them get down. You know what I mean? A lot of people get down because she done chose on a new one. You know what I mean? Like 50 said, you got a girl, but she's craving a new season. She choose me. Don't let that girl be the reason for you to get upset and have a pet. Because girls I've met, they ain't trustworthy yet. And basically what we're saying, what Diggs is saying, I can't put words in Diggs' mouth, but what 50 and I are saying, this is Richmond speaking now, is that it ain't nothing to kill for. And she sure ain't nobody to doubt. You know what I mean? Shout out Willie D. I ain't crying about none of you. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So look, we're going to get on to the next video right here. This is Slick Rick and Nas.
Yeah, Slick. 008. 1964. Feel me? Now what's up, sis? What's the problem? Now, here's the file. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. A hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. Look, a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. I mean my kid, now they got me on a plane Madrid. Can't say must get documents, scheme on brick. One rig to retrieve, send pick. Back team and quiz. Hurrying, homie in the lobby, honey studying the lottie-dottie. Once a piece, so Hun's a chief. Bodyguard study charming, find spot to sneak, kid a weakness, I peeped it. Housekeeping, leaping, he's sleeping, give a little piece then. Click, click, pick skips. Off to me, what did me? Hush, what be Jimmy? List the white collar crimmy. Hope do the right thing with I bring Brits. Though also kept a copy for me just in case trifling, might get in trouble though. Hype nigga like a flow, life of a double O. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. A hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. Look, a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go.
This that alcohol at the back of your neck after a fresh cut, sharp and dressed up. Sway Valley dope boy grace. The 88 911 Porsche in the car chase. Hit the switch, drop oil and slide safe to home base. Go yard, place your bets. Subway series, Yankee Mets. Sticking up the game again. Yankee and the Englishman. Who the best storytellers? Keep it a Will Chamberlain. Gangster and a gentleman. Cameras and bow ties. Fragrances, linens are tie-dyed. Suave Monaco flow. Universal audience watches us. Green Burmese, lotus flower. Silky as tux. Connected like Clarence Avon. Respected like Stringer Bell and Barksdale Avon. It pulls at my heartstrings just to say I got a song by Ricky and Nas, Black Bonds.
Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. A hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. Look, a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Excuse me, Mrs. Winterbottom. Yes, 008 seems to be acting unusual. Should we send the acid? Send the acid.
All right. That was that, y'all.
How y'all feel out there?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of tough for me.
All right.
It's kind of tough for me. I'm going to be generous with it, right? I'm going to be generous with it. I'm going to give an 8 on the beat. You know what I mean? And trying to, because I love hip hop in general, period. You know, check my files, check my records. I said that Redman had a song called Haters Don't Want to See Me Rich. It's actually called Don't Want to See Me Rich. And in my opinion, that was a song of 2024, not made by Kendrick Lamar. That was it. That was a song of 2024. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing against. It's not just because of the beat. It's because he was saying something too that folks can relate to. On this one right here, 6.0 on the lyrics, this one right here, lyrics may have gone over our heads. You know what I'm saying? First time listening to it. But it sounded to me like he talked about real life stuff with his children and some other stuff going on in Britain, where he's from. That's the term Yankee and I forgot what he called. I forgot what he called Slick Rick on here. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why we got that term. And Yankee and the Englishman. You know what I mean? And it's just, while relevant, but if you know you're going to talk, then talk, say it. You know what I mean? And that's that thing about the East Coast. I guess they have their own slang, just like the West Coast does. You know what I mean? And it boils down to relatability. You get what I'm saying? It boils down to relatability. But here's the thing about rap. I'm talking about rhythmic American poetry. When you're saying something, it's going to be heard. Period and point blank. So me expecting a lot more from Slick Rick. He always had a sharp pen. You know what I'm saying? He always had. So, you know, it might be something we'll grow on or whatever, but it's not something that we're going to be riding and listen to. Even when Nas said, this is that alcohol on the back of your neck. This is that heat. This is going to hurt. This is going to make it complete. You know what I mean? Because you get your hair cut and everything else, but you need that alcohol to clean that excess hair off and whatnot. And you know what I mean? It's cool. Sway, Bally's drop, Dope Boy Grace, the 88 911 Porsche in the car chase. Cool, but you know, this one it really deals with the terms. So 8.0 on the beat, 6.0 on the lyrics. That's my assessment on it. DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay. Appreciate and love to both of them though. This next song is called West Side. It's by the West Side legend, Spice One.
Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Let me tell you a little something about the West Side.
Let me tell you a little something about the West Side. You ain't gotta be Colombian to get a necktie. Hollow tips make flesh dry. Don't be fooled by the palm trees, sunshine, nice weather and the sandy beaches. Cause my bitch got my Glock and her cleavage, and she'll bust on you like a Cheeto. Sink your battleship with torpedo. Yeah, man, they been putting churches and police stations everywhere trying to regentrify the West Side. Nigga, watch your motherfucking ass. Blah! West Coast, we stay in it. If the Warriors don't do it, then the Lakers gon' win it. I'm a California beer, damn Jerry, I'm so west. Side motherfucker, say it with your chest. I'm Alcatraz, nigga, you can't escape me. Especially if you dwell with a Golden State B. I got eyes and ears all over the West Side. I knew they was coming before they was gon' ride. Nigga, don't play with me, I'm trying to shake haters like they trying to shake Baby D. Rockstar with the heavy metal, guns and roses, burn rubber when I hit the pedal. Mob shit on another level. In the Chevy is a shotgun and a shovel. Better strap on your vest tie, cause nigga, this the motherfucking West Side.
Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side. Let me tell you a little something about the West Side. Nigga, this the motherfucking West Side. We gon' let live and we gon' let die. Nigga, this the motherfucking West Side. And you know for sure that we gon' stay high.
And you know for sure that we gon' stay high. I got an ounce of kush on the way now. We gon' let live, we gon' let die. And you better know the rules that we play by. Yeah, nigga, you better know the motherfucking rules we play by. Cause we don't give a fuck if you blood or cuz, long as you got love for thugs.
Something about the West Side. Tell you a little something about the West Side.
side. Let me tell you a little something about the west side.
I tell you this one thing. I think Spice One fans would be happy. I think they'd be happy. That's a solid effort, Spice. That's a solid effort, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Spice, though, that boy said, stay high. And I got the Kush on the way right now. Spice been smoking since the beginning, since his first tape. Since that Let It Be Known album dropped, that EP dropped. So got to give a shout out to him. But then I love how he gave a homage to Tupac. Actually said I seen in a video where he said he was supposed to be with Tupac that night, but had been doing a lot of, you know what I mean, whatever he do, you know what I'm saying, whatever he was doing during that time. And he said he was just too dingy, too dirty to go when Pac was ready to leave, you know, and made every effort to didn't make it to Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, which probably was unfortunate, you know. A couple of stories of people who said they should have been in a vehicle with Tupac, along with, of all people, Run DMC. Supposed to perform that night at 662. That would have been lit. If you ain't never saw Run DMC in concert, then I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? But back to the lyrics. My boy say, I don't care if you're blood or cuz, as long as you got love for thugs. Man, when Pac said that, I think that's what solidified his fan base, because they was understanding that Pac is all about us. It's not about them or him or them or nothing like that. A little bit later, you know, I think it kind of changed, but he was already locked in. You couldn't deny how dope of a lyricist Tupac was. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Speaking of blood or cuz, anybody that know the Bay Area know we don't have no Crips, we don't have no Bloods in the Bay Area. So it's not unusual, blood, to talk about to say cuz in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying, blood? So that's just the way to go. You know what I mean? We just say it like, we just talk like that. It's just the way we talk. You know, I heard Short Dog break it down and say blood was always short for young blood. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, in the 80s, that's what we say, young blood. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's up, cuz? You know what I mean? What's up with my cuz? Short for cousin. You know what I mean? Because shout out to my 8th grade history teacher. He said, why do black people have so many cousins? He was like Italian white and whatnot. And it's the funniest racist thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But I guess all my classmates was always talking about they was cousins and everything, because we was tight like that in 87. That's just how the Bay was. 86, 87, tight. You know what I mean? Oakland, tight. Every neighborhood just about tight and getting money. Every neighborhood in Richmond, tight and getting money. Shout out Young Saint with all the money. You understand what I'm saying? But look, for him to say that, he basically said when he mentioned the Warriors and the Lakers, he just took it from the Bay to LA, showing love for both of them. You know what I mean? That's why I say that Spice fans gonna love him. And then this the first line that got me though, when he said his girl got her Glock in the cleavage. You understand what I'm saying? So, Spice One talking this talk. I gave the beat a 7.5. You know what I mean? I gave it I wanted to put it on an 8, but I couldn't. You know what I mean? It's just a little different. It was cool. We need some of that Ann Banks folk though, Spice One. We need to get y'all back together like Short did. We need Spice One and Ann Banks to come together on some city streets, welcome to the ghetto type of music. You understand what I'm saying? We let bygones be bygones. If there's any rift, any problems with y'all, Banks is back behind the board, y'all. Get Ann Banks back in that studio, one of the best producers from the Bay. That's our Dr. Dre. You understand what I'm saying? So, or DJ Quick, however you want to put it. But I need, let me just say that's my special request. I need a Spice One / Ann Banks collaboration. All right. So look, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next video. Unfortunately, this is why I had to pump the brakes. So, instead of doing that song again, because I'm not no hater, I'm just all about bringing the new music to you, breaking the new music for some, and just spreading awareness, right? Spreading the culture all around, because there's some people on the East Coast that don't know about this Bay Area movement that we got going on. And then again, there's some people in the Bay Area don't know about the new stuff from the East Coast. So the song was Art by Nims featuring Lotto. Again, copyrighted it, so we couldn't do it. So got another video for y'all. This one right here is one of the legends in the game that, again, I slept on him, featured him last week in another video. I'm not sure how I knew that song was, but this one right here is showing brand new, at least the video is brand new, 5 days old as of this date. All right. So this is Plies. The song is called Die About You. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. All right. Here we go. We're going to jump into Plies. Die About You. Full video. Let's go.
Who made this beat? Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you.
I swear to God.
Ride with the stick, no chauffeur in the Maybach. Hit a button and the seas go way back. I ain't really deal with them clowns since way back. All my life in the streets, where my heart at. All of my life we been dodging the Fed. All with the trouble, cause my heart is big. I just wanna take on trips on the PJ. Drag with luggage on the runway. Shop, baby T, can't shop no more. Post 100 pictures in your store so they know. Buy you the burger just to post it on the low. Put you in a foreign, see how fast you can go. Yeah, this forever till the death do us part. Had some bad experience and that left me scarred. Whatever you do, just don't play with my heart. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I ain't even gonna lie, up 5 about you. Everybody know I don't play about you. I die by you. I die by you. I die by you.
DjRon approved. Hey, you know, sometime a break on the job is what you needed. You know what I mean? You know, you thought it was time to go, but you know, you had to take a break for a moment and come on back, get a little bit of overtime in. And, you know, that right there was needed. You know, again, no slight on the boy Nims. Nims was cool, but this right here, Plies came through. One thing about these OGs in this rap game is they keep inventing themselves or reinventing themselves in such a way that, again, I slept on Plies earlier, got a few cuts that I like, like 3 or 4 of them that I could just ride and listen to that are on my playlist. And this right here, that was pretty cool, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Facebook friends with him. So if y'all ever seen him slide into a video or whatever, you know the boy is nuts. Like, he's really crazy like that. That last part, though, he got the card. He had the old school share 2025 car of the year. Was that a shot at Rick Ross? I don't know. I'm not advocating the funk and everything else, but they did have a couple of words with one another, you know. Plies was not happy with the Rick Ross show. Rick Ross responded. I don't know. That's why I leave it at that. But here's one thing that the elephant that's in the room, so to speak. Baby was bad, you know. I don't know if she was real Del Holyfield, but I do know this one thing. She is the reason that doctors in Miami and the Brazilians in Brazil are getting that bag. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They getting that bag. Helping them bag it up. So, on the beat, I get a strong 8.5. I get the lyrics, I'm going to get the lyrics, 7.5 Plies. Only reason why is because, you know, you're another one that's into that category. Well, that was a strong 3-minute little song. All right. Minus the 20-minute intro where it talked about who made the video and everything. All right, I'm gonna bump it up to an 8. I'm gonna give you an 8 on the 7, 8 on the beat, 8 on the lyrics. How about that? How about that? So once again, DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay, giving you an episode, DjRon's ReactionNalysis. Y'all lock it in. Y'all look for the video every Wednesday and Lord willing Thursday, depending on how much new music's coming out. Lock in with me. You know what I mean? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again right here for DjRon's ReactionNalysis. Take care. And as always, God bless.
I represent the Yay area.
How y'all feel out there?
Oh, yeah. All right. All right.
Take care, and as always, God bless.
I represent the gay area.